Have you ever felt like you're your own worst enemy? Like you're actively working against yourself, even when you really want to succeed? Well, it's one of the most frustrating feelings in the world. In this explainer, we're going to pull back the curtain and unlock the real reason you might be self-sabotaging. And spoiler alert, it all comes down to a hidden blueprint that's running your entire life. So let's get into it. I mean, does this sound familiar? You set a goal, you put in the work, you consciously want something more than anything. And yet, somehow, what shows up in your life is the complete opposite. It's this pattern that can make you feel like you're cursed or something. But I promise you, what's happening isn't random at all. Look at this. On one side, you have these clear, logical wants. Financial freedom, a great relationship, success. But then look at the other side. That's the reality for so many of us. More bills, more drama, feeling totally invisible. This gap, this isn't just bad luck. It's happening because there are two different parts of you fighting a war. And one of them is way, way more powerful. So what is this incredibly powerful hidden force that's calling the shots? It's what we're calling your subconscious blueprint. And here's the most important thing you need to get. It does not care about your logical plans. It doesn't care about your New Year's resolutions. It runs on a completely different kind of fuel. And that fuel is emotion, not logic, not reason, not even your willpower. The subconscious mind, the part of you that's really in the driver's seat, it builds your reality based on deep, powerful emotional programming that got wired in a long, long time ago. And just to give you an idea of the power difference here, it's not even close. We think our logical brain is the boss, right? But scientifically, the heart, which is the seat of our emotions, it puts out an electromagnetic field that is 60 to 100 times more powerful than the brain's. Your emotional center is literally broadcasting a signal that drowns out what your logical mind wants. And listen, this isn't some new age concept. This is ancient wisdom. As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. It doesn't say in his head, it says in his heart. The key has always been about understanding that your emotional truth, what you feel deep down, is what actually shapes your entire world. Okay, so how does this emotional programming actually get installed? It all comes down to this core mechanism called emotional association. And once you get this, it's like someone handed you the user manual for your own brain. So here's how it works. Your subconscious takes something you think about, like money or love, and it basically glues it to the most intense emotion you've ever felt about that thing. That emotional glue creates a hidden definition, a secret rule that your subconscious will then follow, no matter what you consciously say you want. The process is actually pretty simple, but it is so profound. First, boom, an intense emotional event happens. Could be something you lived through, or even just something you watched happen over and over. Second, your subconscious, which is always trying to keep you safe, forges a link. It decides, okay, this thing equals that feeling. And third, that link becomes the law. It becomes the reality that you live out automatically. All right, let's make this super concrete with a few examples. We're going to start with the big one, the one almost everyone is dealing with, the desire for more money. I want you just to think back for a second. What did you learn about money emotionally? Did you grow up watching your parents fight about bills? Did you feel that constant low-grade stress of never having enough? These aren't just memories. For your subconscious, these were powerful programming sessions. And so, your subconscious forms its hidden definition. Money equals problems. Now, here's the crazy part. Your subconscious mind's number one job is to protect you, to keep you safe. And that means helping you avoid problems. So if its secret definition of money is problems, what's the most logical way to protect you? Well, it's to get rid of the money. It'll create unexpected expenses, bad financial decisions, anything it can do to fulfill its core program. Okay, let's look at how this exact same principle works in another area where people really struggle: finding a lasting, healthy relationship. So what was your classroom for love? Was it a home that felt chaotic or toxic? Did you see arguments more than you saw affection? Maybe you went through a really painful betrayal, or maybe you just never ever saw what a happy, healthy relationship even looked like. All of these experiences are just data points for your subconscious. And from all that data, it creates another one of these hidden definitions. Love equals chaos and pain. Now, this usually leads to one of two results. Either you find yourself unconsciously drawn to dramatic, chaotic, painful relationships, because hey, that feels familiar. Or to avoid the pain it expects, your subconscious will sabotage any chance at real, healthy love before it can even get off the ground.
let's do one more example, and this one is a little bit more subtle, but man, it holds so many people back. And that's the goal of achieving success and really being seen for your talents.
For a lot of us, especially when we were kids, being visible just wasn't safe. Getting noticed at school might have made you a target for bullies. Maybe attention from a specific adult meant something scary or uncomfortable was about to happen. For whatever reason, being visible got wired together with feelings of humiliation, danger, or even being a threat to others.
And so the subconscious creates this simple, powerful rule: being seen equals danger. Fast forward to today, and that rule translates into this unconscious terror of the spotlight. It's why you might pass up a promotion, or freeze when you have to speak in public, or why you can never bring yourself to post your work online. Your subconscious is just doing its job, trying to keep you safe by keeping you invisible. Okay, so we can see the problem, right? But how do you actually fix it? Well, the very first step is you have to become a detective of your own mind and find these hidden definitions. And there is a simple but really powerful way to do exactly that.
Here's how you can find your own definitions. First, just pick an area of your life where you feel stuck: money, love, career, whatever. Second, ask yourself this question and be really honest. What are the painful, negative emotional experiences that I have tied to this thing? Third, just sit with it for a second and identify the core feeling that bubbles up. Is it stress? Is it fear, betrayal, abandonment? That core feeling, that is the hidden definition that you've been running on.
And this leads us to maybe the most powerful shift in perspective of all. You are not failing. Your ability to create your reality, to manifest, is working perfectly 100% of the time. The problem is, you've been unconsciously programming it to bring you more problems, more chaos, and more danger, because that's what money, love, and success secretly mean to your subconscious mind. So I'm going to leave you with this to really think about. Look at the patterns in your life, the ones you just can't seem to break, and stop asking, "What's wrong with me?" Instead, ask a better question. What hidden definition is my subconscious mind working so perfectly to create for me? Because finding that answer, that is the first real step to rewriting your entire story.